onwards then. So each stage in specific will have 3 relic pieces that you have to acquire, and these are going to be used for special upgrades not super far after the initial stages. And some of them do require you to go through stages twice, but that's not just yet. Those are the kinds of things that we'll do after the initial stage. Now we do have DLC characters, and the only downside with being able to switch to DLC characters is you do have to pay some of your points up here. But considering that we're going to go through this game twice, we're going to unlock all the basic characters first and play the game with most of them first. And by the time we unlock all of them is when we'll start playing around with DLC as well. But we'll play through the game like normal on hard mode for now. And Tenshi always has to be your main. We're unwavering against the greatest storms. Iku can manipulate the weather. Storms are rather allies for us. I'm using storm as a metaphor for difficulties. You're right, because this is on hard mode. I'm cheering for you, Tenshi. Thanks for the support. Glad to know you still have the mood to sing. I thought you were dead worried about your friend. I'm not hiding my words by singing, not in front of you. She'll be fine. Come on. Clear the landing zone. What level is this? This is the belt level, isn't it? Advance with caution. And try not to get surrounded. Gee, thanks for the tip. It's already a rough start. Look at how many of them are flooding into the area. Stand back. The power of the Celestial. It's really weak. The only exception is I might actually collect DLC if they're in the stage. Iku's about lightning, right? Yeah. Yumi's overpowered. She has a chain effect. Yeah, see, if this is by DLC is awesome. That's a rune piece. And we need to try and collect those for each stage. So it's going to give us passives later on. Man, memories of Lunatic on this. Yikes. Lunatic, you don't get checkpoints either. You'd have to do the whole stage from scratch. And as you can see, DLC characters are a little overpowered. They're very unbalanced. But they are really fun to play with. Mystia. We need range. Get around them. I don't have a lot of room. Watch out for that dynamite. Enemies can also trigger the environmental disasters on the map. So never be standing near stuff like EXP dynamites and stuff. Moving across the island and looking for the palanquin. Blow that up just to be on the safe side. Wouldn't want to die now. I gotta say, the difficulty difference between hard mode and Lunatic is quite large from what I remember. Lunatic, everything destroys you in mere seconds. It's what made some levels take like a couple hours just to try and beat. Okay, well now we can't enter that until that wears off. I need those points for upgrades. What's down there? There's gonna be an ambush down there. Deal with this first. Not a lot of room to fight here. Gonna run out of ammo soon. I need to get closer so I can show them some sick beats. Feel the beats. You're dazed and confused. Fighting each other even. I didn't know that had that effect. Well, when zombies are fighting zombies, you can expect no one's going to win the fight. So we'll just leave them at it then. And where does that ambush happen at? Well, that's not trustable right away. Now it's going to take us time. Never mind. What is this? Lore. Up. Ambush. Yep, there we go. Get out of there. Same strategy as Lunatic. Do not stay back there. Can't hit because it's on a hill, but I also can't hit her. Wait. Oh. Okay, give us time to recharge. Ow! You would think lightning would break shields quicker. Well, apparently that's not true. A zombie. Get out of here. I don't remember what her name was. They all have names. Anyway, now let's read some more. Not really, though. White Tenshi, the Tenshi Phantom that almost got us killed, speaks a language which nobody can understand. It looks like a side effect of crossing the barrier. She lost her sanity. She says she's from the unlimited world, but what is it? Could it be that she's just crazy? And we got another relic piece. What is this? The magic piece. Well, you're right. Only we didn't pick up the magic piece. They just came right after us. The magic piece didn't cause any reason why they ambushed us. Zap. Zap. We have the power of a DLC character. Anyway, time to go back to normal. It's crazy how much of a difference a base game character is compared to a DLC character, though. Like, it takes a long time to actually wear them down. Where DLC just takes them out right when you need it. She's gonna get back up, right? Yeah, I can take the hit. You get invulnerability on dashes. She also does this rock star slide. Mudda mudda mudda. Unlike yokai, fairies are the representation of nature itself. Long as nature is around, fairies can be reborn. Consequently, fairies are generally stupid and weak. Sometimes they even forget how they died. They are literally the idiots who don't fear death, which is why they always fly around and prank people. Since they can be reborn, there's no way to deal with them. But since the things they do are so trivial, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, so on Lunatic, you don't even get checkpoints. You'd have to do every single stage from the start. And in situations where everything will basically take you out in a couple seconds. I actually need range for this one. Cirno. There she is. Cirno, look over here. That ice fairy. I've seen her somewhere before. You're pretending to be Misty this time. No, Cirno, calm down. Me, smart. Me can't be fooled twice. You also met those doppelgangers. Doppelgangers. What's that? Don't even think you can trick me again by switching clothes. You look so ugly in that dress. The white dress was way cooler. Are you stupid? You dare to call me stupid. Defeat Cirno. And then bosses all have their own individual life pool. Still using their spell cards, like from the general book and the other bullet hell games. Freeze sign, perfect freeze, heads up. Sends a bunch of balls out, freezes them, and they go in random directions. Oh wow, that comes out really quick too. Not a lot of room to avoid anything here. You gotta breathe for swipe. I can't hit her from here. That with a risk. And I'm out of ammo with her. That's good to know. Ow, 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 ow. This is not a great character for this. Well, now if we get hit, we're dead. Heads up. Zap. Yoink. Ah, she just reincarnated. Cirno, it's me, Misty. Are you alright? What's 1 plus 1? 9? It's really you, Misty. I've waited for an eternity. Tenshi, why? What would you gain by bullying a fairy? You did most of the damage, and she's doing just fine. That is actually true. Because we didn't even have Tenshi for the fight. Alright. Sorry, Cirno, did it hurt? We're all good, Misty. I'm just so glad to see you again. And thank you, Tenshi. Thank you, Tenshi. By the way, Tenshi, that white dress is really cool. Why aren't you wearing that anymore? That white thing was an imposter. How many times do I have to address that? Tenshi is angry. Say something nice about her, Cirno. Tenshi, you look very cool in this outfit. No words can describe how cool you are. Alright, stop. I know you're just... Misty, I almost got killed. Tenshi is scary. Jeez, stop freaking out already. What do we do, Cirno? We're gonna be eaten. Say no to yakitori. I'm not an ice cream. I can make one for you, but please don't eat me. Even death cannot cure stupidity, I see. Then we get Cirno. Well, just considering Mystia doesn't have ammo, we might as well use her. Stage isn't over yet either. When you have 3 or more characters, yeah, it's the switching thing. We already learned it. She casts ammunition really quick too, so let's not waste anything. Yeah, so on Lunatic you get no checkpoints. So you'd beat Cirno and you'd have to then do this whole next section without dying once. Not a lot of room to fight here. I'm glad they have checkpoints on hard mode at least. Because I never want to go through Lunatic ever again. What's your... That's a ranged attack. I need them to get closer. I can't hit them from here. Freeze! Freeze! That R2 attack isn't really good, isn't it? Look for the relics too. Yep, there's one. Is there an enemy there? Actually, wait, that's not a relic, that's something else. You found the... Oh, you found it first. Get out of here. It's mine. You found the jackpot. Great. Can't see it. Yeah, that's just a thing. Forget where the last relic is. Freeze. Patchouli is not a bad character either, once you can learn how to use her. Cirno also has the ability to freeze. Hang on, which way is the wrong way? We want to make sure we're going the wrong way first. Yeah, she can slow him down after a set amount of hits. It's hard to say. This feels like the right way, so let's turn back. That fairy's gonna come after me now. Freeze him, get him out of here. She doesn't have great dodges, but she has more stamina. Oh, yep, there it is, I see it. Lure them out one by one. What do they have? They have several red fairies. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, we'll see how Cirno can fare. How far does that go? Not far enough. Of course it doesn't. Oh no, they come from behind. Let them come to us. This is Cirno's way. We're gonna prank them just like the fairy she is. It was a prank. You've been fooled and now you're defeated. By the power of ice. Ow. There's a decent amount of enemy variety in this. Eventually it dies off. This game is more heavily focused on gameplay, which is really nice. That's the last relic piece we needed for this stage. Cirno and ice. There's more enemies coming. That the last of them? Looks like it. One of the very few intelligent fairies that can have a proper conversation with people. She's always leading her gang to mess around. Her body can cool off her surroundings, and she can instantly freeze most things. And it says she likes to freeze frogs at Misty Lake and unfreeze them repeatedly. Even though she's dumb, please don't underestimate her. She's supposed to be the strongest. Well, she proved that in Gensokyo Defenders. I don't think you can enter that water. Now it's blocked off. I don't like the look of the dynamite there. Right then. Wow, that didn't seem to do anything to them. If I get hit by that, it would probably wipe me out. Not a lot of room here. That pink one needs to go. The pink one has to go. I'm out of ammo. Time to switch. Iku. Use your overpowered lightning until I can get another character. Got her ammo back. They're all letting me near the ship. Try not to die either, otherwise we gotta go back into the whole section again. Fairies are like your top priority. Anything that can hit you in melee is not nearly as scary as the ranged ones. More of them are gonna spawn in. Yes, Byakuren. Nice to meet you, Miss Celestial. Aren't you from that temple on Earth? The temple was long gone. The ship is all we had left. So what is your reason for being here? We're having a lot of unwelcome guests in heaven, and you're being one of them. The landscape here speaks peace and harmony. This is the perfect place for Buddhist practices. You better be joking. How about it's not a supermarket? You don't get to come whenever you feel like it. I'm Byakuren Hijiri, chief priest of the Myoran Temple. I'm here to seek an aid. I'm Tenshi of the Hanawa family. What is it that you want? As a Celestial, I'm not going to be hard on you. Didn't the Celestials notice the incident? This kind of incident is far from a threat to heaven. It's a huge problem for me. Though anyway, could you please defend this area? Oh. Judging by your looks, you obviously don't look that weak. Do it yourself. Can't this Celestial grant this little wish of mine? Even a humble creature on Earth could get the job done. You expect me to help you with that kind of attitude? Since you insist, I might as well. Thank you so much, Miss Tenshi from the noble house of Hinanawi. You better explain yourself afterwards. Now we gotta survive. So since this is just a survival, you don't actually have to defeat all the enemies. You could just try to survive and not even fight. But personally, it'd be better off if you went after only the fairies, since they're the only ones you really need to deal with. Grab this. And eventually when enough enemies spawn in, no more can basically enter. So you basically just end up with like a horde coming after you. Get that out of here. Can't take that gamble. Oh, never mind. Well, now it forces you to. Not like that's gonna be a problem. Fare thee well, fairies. Running out. Alright, Mystia. Help them fight each other. Oh, they weren't too happy about that sick beat. Let's get on board. But items. Repairs are finished. Took you long enough. What now? Get on the ship and let's go to your place. I don't think a noble Celestial would refuse. Alright. Seriously, how can you say that you're a Buddhist? If I were the god, I'd definitely punish you. Ride the palanquin out of here. Only took 14 minutes. A lot more time. These levels take a lot longer than I thought. Probably because I used to rush them. Ugh, a lunatic. What's the explanation? Thank you for your protection during the ship repairs. May the Buddha bless you. No need for that. I'm no Buddha. Now you better explain why it wasted so much effort. Whatever your intention is, the fact that remains you have done good. As I said before, this incident is a threat to human lives. I doubt even 100,000 fairies could match you. Stop making excuses. They say nothing to us, indeed, but what about the weak? It will all be a disaster. You should already know what fairies and sin sacks will do to protect the people, or do to the people. I don't. It's none of my business anyways. Yeah, because, you know, everyone in heaven apparently doesn't do anything. All the pitiable yokai aboard the ship. It's their own fault for being weak. It's not my responsibility to protect them. In other words, you would not help at all. You would leave them to die? To suffer in isolation, with no one to stand by them. To decay and rot away, forgotten by the world. Celestial, is this what you truly desire? Heaven won't save others out of sheer pity. You are a Celestial. The pain of a life born from one's own hand is beyond your comprehension. These people are not given freedom to decide their own lives for their sake. Those who are capable should bear that responsibility. What do I get out of this? There you go. That's how you talk to people. I'm quite a proficient magician. Perhaps I might be of use to you. Any questions you have, I may be able to answer. It's better than nothing. Alright, you can stay. Whatever your reason is, the fact remains that you have done good. The Buddha had nothing to do with this. I envy those yokai for having such a good abbot. I too have limits. Surely there are others in an unknown place. Alright, enough of this. I'm going to find Iku. And she becomes the upgrade character. Tenshi, it's so rare for you to do good. It's just that old nun's fault. You too. It'd be best if you stayed here while it's safe. Thanks, Tenshi, but I'd still like to go down and help the other fairies. You should stay, mystia. I won't die since I'm a fairy. No way. I'll follow you. I won't. Don't be stupid. What could you possibly do to help? Wake up, Night Sparrow. The world would be a much better place if you can do as you wish. It would be. Tenshi-san, I might be dumb and not as strong as you are, but it is perfectly obvious nothing will ever get done if no one does anything. That's true. I can't give up on my friends. I don't want to see them get hurt. Tenshi might be thinking for the future, but don't worry about me. I'm immortal. Doesn't it still hurt? Pain is just a feeling. It's always worth it to be able to save more lives. Death may be really scary, but nothing better than waking up to my friends by my side. What an idiot you are. Then go ahead. 2 is better than 1 after all. Thank you for taking care of us, Tenshi-san. See you. Dumb idiots. Well, Miss Tenshi can be dumb too. What? Don't you dare lecture me. Tenshi, you've helped the yokai sparrow because you saw yourself in her. That shadow of loneliness, no? If you hate being alone, then go out and seek friendship. Friends don't just grow on trees, you know. Indeed. It was the same reason you started that incident before. If you don't care about others, others won't care about you. Well, the same can be said, not everyone cares about you anyway, even if you do care. It's a double-edged sword. And that's it. The Ice Fairy and Night Sparrow are now in the Hakure Shrine. Wait, they already got there? Why should I even care? Well, we get Cirno for free. Characters like Marisa and Alice have to be brought, and apparently so does Romelia. We gotta do a lot of farming to get those characters on. Romelia is definitely worth having. Byakuren. Do you know what this fragment is? The shining thing. Let me see it, please. Seems like something a fairy would make. Wait, that's mine. What do you think you... A monk would not steal your treasures. I could increase your capabilities by harnessing the power from the fragment. Since keeping the fragment isn't of any use to you, wouldn't giving it to me be hitting two birds with one stone? How much power can it give me? I need more power. About 3%. What? This is robbery! Don't fret. With my expertise, the outcome will surely please you. It's better than nothing, but 3%? That's just sad. How ridiculous. Thank you kindly. What Tenshi doesn't realize is that 3% really does add up the higher the numbers go. I take back anything good I said about Buddhism. And we can get our first unlock. Now, there's a certain skill set you're supposed to do for Lunatic. You have a chance to gain blue points when you are hit. That one's not bad for some farming, but it's very risky because you have to kind of get hit for that. Any resistance is nice. It's just 25% of melee. Honestly, range is a real problem. Make sure that activated. No, I don't want to go through this again. Okay, yeah, that works. First time I played the game, though, I didn't even know that these were passives you unlock until I pretty much got towards the end. And then, what's your name? I forgot. Yoshika. Speaking an unknown tongue. Translation? No one's ever going to understand zombies. Zombies don't have a real language, but they try. Any other fairies have anything to say? It's so fun sitting here without doing anything again. The mage are so slacking off, apparently. I guess nothing's changed in heaven. That's good to know. Goes to show you how lazy of a place this is. Where'd Mystia? Oh wait, they're at the shrine, meaning there's probably like nothing else to do here. What about you? You may commence teleportation from the lake. Alright, I get it. Yeah, we already used it. I'm not walking around here. How would I know? Pretty much nothing else to do around here. Well, now we're gonna go deal with that Hakure's Shrine issue. Let's make way there then.